So the best correlation I think of is, think of the American Civil War. The North and the South against each other, and imagine being in a borderland state like Tennessee or North Carolina, Kentucky. Granted, there was no like definitive line that said this is North, this is South. I mean, those were kind of border states, but if you took one of those, say you take a town like Berlin, for example, during World War II, they take the town and they split it right in half. There's plenty of times where people had family on both sides. You didn't hate your cousins who lived on the other side of the border, but at the same time, the regime or the leadership over there is what they don't like. So I mean, I very rarely heard Koreans say I don't like North Koreans. You would hear them say I don't like the North Korean government, but yeah, I definitely heard quite a few people say like, yeah, I have family who lives in North Korea, and things like that, and they can't talk to them, and so they miss them. They know they're going through a lot of hard times just with the way the political organization is up there. But all in all, South Korea wants to help North Korea. North Korea is really they're struggling a lot. South Korea is mainly agricultural. North Korea is mainly industrial, and so North Korea doesn't have very much food. And so, on a monthly, yearly basis, South Korea sends food up to North Korea, because it's not that they want to help the North Korean government, but they don't want their friends and families to starve, their neighbors essentially. So they still try and help out their enemies, and there's some people say they want the combination of North and South Korea. Some people say they don't. It's kind of just a political standpoint that you can choose, kind of like here you're Republican or Democrat, liberal, conservative. So there's definitely no animosity towards the people of North Korea, but a lot of hard feelings for the government of North Korea. So, and it's not that long ago. I mean, 50 years ago is when the war stopped, and so it's still fresh in a lot of people's minds. I mean, I talked to a couple of the older members and citizens there in Korea who talked about serving in the war, and fighting the battles, and remembering when America came in through Incheon and helped out the whole General MacArthur thing. So it's very recent, and to a lot of people very sensitive. So it's very important to them.